My mom is throwing a fit because I chose to use my free visit and +1 to a spa, which I won playing a tennis tournament, on my dad's girlfriend, who unlike my mom shows up for me and supports me doing what I love. My 17F parents got divorced 6 years ago. My mom quickly remarried and my dad has been seeing his new girlfriend for nearly 2 years now. I now live at mom's house for 2 weeks, then switch over to dad's house for the next 2 weeks. My relationship with my mom has always been difficult. I always felt like my mom wished for a more girly daughter, so we could do classical mother-daughter activities together, but I'm simply not that person my mom wants me to be. I've always been more tomboyish and been into sports, especially tennis since was a little girl, something my mom never truly understood or made an effort to be interested in. As a result, my mom and I never had the close mother-daughter relationship I feel like my mom wished for us to have. Now my relationship with my dad has been the polar opposite. My dad and I always got along great and I have always been a daddy's girl. But when my dad introduced me to his new girlfriend Julia, I instantly disliked her. My younger me thought she was stealing my dad from me. Her being relatively young, 27 when they began dating, and how I unfairly stereotyped her at first, Babbitt pretty girl certainly didn't make me like her either. But my younger me misjudged her, and she's honestly pretty great. She'd always supported me, showed an interest in my passions, showed up to my tennis matches, something my mom didn't bother to do, and has been a great person all around. I'm now ashamed to admit this, but I didn't recognize this until 3 months ago and have been acting pretty horrible towards her before that. The problem, last weekend I had a tennis tournament where I got second place. For the second place, I won a spa day for me and a guest. I decided to invite Julia, my dad's GF, to thank her for supporting me and for dealing with my horrible behavior. You don't believe how happy she was when I invited her. But when I returned to my mom's place on Sunday evening, my mom kind of assumed I would invite her as my guest for the spa day. She seemed to really look forward to it. When I awkwardly told her that I already invited Julia, she was disappointed and sad. Since then, she has acted downcast and moody, and we haven't really talked. I tried to explain the situation to her, but she won't listen. Now I feel horrible. I feel like really hurt my mom and I feel like I chose Julia over her. Am I the jerk for inviting my dad's GF over my mom to spend the day with me? Commenter 1. Not a jerk, but I can definitely see how this would have hurt your mother. You say she likes girly things and here's a girly thing, but you didn't want to share it with her. Sit down with your mom, tell her you notice she's hurt and you did not intend that, you feel awful, and explain that you invited Julia as an apology of sorts to make up for being so awful to her for so long. Then let your mom know that you would really love to have a special mother-daughter spa day just with her. Commenter 2. NTA, she doesn't even show up to your tennis tournament and is sad you didn't invite her to a spa you won at the match. My mom also wouldn't bother to show up to my sports events. It hurt. As an adult, I've taken her to the spa and paid for it, and she won free gift certificates after and said she'd take me. She let them expire and never brought it up again. I finally asked what happened and she admitted she let them expire and didn't want to talk about it. So I have to go with the people that actually care and make an effort that should feel appreciated. Your mom didn't make an effort and expected you to treat her. That's not fair of her to expect. Commenter 3. NTA. I feel like people are forgetting the fact that Op won this during a tennis tournament, something that mom probably never bothered to show up for in the first place. Sure, mom feels bad about the fact that the one girly thing Op is going to do isn't with her, but I think she has to realize that effort in the relationship needs to go both ways. Dad's girlfriend showed up even though she, presumably, didn't like tennis either, and in this case is being rewarded for her kindness to come to Op's events along with the relationship she was willing to work for and build with Op. If Op had won something like a day at a sports complex or something, I'd be inclined to believe that mom wouldn't even be upset if Op invited the girlfriend instead of her. Sure, she's going to feel bad about the spa day and maybe spending time with her daughter during an activity she likes, but I see it more of a consequence to the effort she put into the relationship. Update. First of all, I would like to thank everyone for taking the time to read and reply to my post. I have read every response and I appreciate all the input. I have been putting off talking to my mom until Sunday a week ago when I finally found a good opportunity to talk to her. I told my mom that I love her, that I didn't intend to hurt her by inviting Julia, and that I feel terrible for hurting her. I also explained to her why I invited Julia. This time she seemed to listen, and reassured her that me inviting Julia doesn't mean we can't have our own spa day, or that I chose Julia over her because she is still my mom and I'll always love her. Then I showed her the websites of some spa places I had looked up beforehand and offered to pay for part of the costs. I know some people advised me against it, but I think it's a small but important gesture to show my mom how much she means to me. My mom seemed really excited to go to one of them with me and said I wouldn't have to pay a cent. Then came the hard part for me. I told my mom that I feel like she never supported me in my interests and it hurts me that she can't even be bothered to show up to my tennis matches. I also expressed my feelings that I always felt like she wished for a more girly daughter and how this hurt me. At first, my mom got pretty defensive. She tried to deny it, but I was adamant, and in the end, when she saw how important this was for me, she apologized and promised to improve. Later at dinner, my mom asked me if I would like to go to a nearby climbing park with her and my stepdad in the future. I instantly agreed and was so happy because going to a climbing park isn't something my mom would normally suggest. I feel like it means she genuinely listened to me and tries to truly improve our relationship. It has been a week now since I talked to my mom, and I'm in good spirits as I hope our relationship will improve. I'm also hopeful we find our own mother-daughter thing in the future. Thanks again, Reddit, for your input. Commenter: I feel like it means she genuinely listened to me and tries to truly improve our relationship. It really sounds like it. Seems your mom is showing you she meant her apology. She made a promise to try and now is acting on that promise. Good on you for approaching her, and even having a suggestion ready, and standing firm. It's natural she got defensive at first, but her dropping it not only shows she acknowledged this was important to you, but showed a part of her humility. She realized she had done something wrong, and then her words, and later actions, that followed reflect on how she does want to work on your relationship. Her relationship with her daughter is more important than her being right, or sticking to any image. Which is such a nice break to read compared to what's normally around Reddit with parental relationships. Healthy communication for the win, people.